Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am in a different setting again, and I realized, and I apologize again if you've watched any of my last like 3 videos. I think I am really having problems with my studio, but I am still working on it. I'm not giving up because I'm in love with my studio, and the background that I have there just needs some fixing. So I apologize for that, but I asked you guys on Twitter if you wanted to see a Q&A or a pregnancy like update video, and you guys seem to have a good mixture of both. Most of them were pregnancy though. So I decided I would combine them both by having you guys ask me questions about my pregnancy. Now, to address one thing that I know a lot of people have been asking, not even on Twitter, but like a combination of every social media, even on this channel, and that is, am I gonna do pregnancy updates? I don't plan on doing regular weekly updates nor bi-weekly. I thought I was gonna do bi-weekly, but I just don't think I wanna do that. I would like to do by trimester. So I now am in my 2nd trimester, and so yeah, I don't want to make content I'm not passionate about. That was the problem with where my channel was going before I did my relaunch. So I don't want to sit here and talk about something that, not to say I'm not passionate about my pregnancy, because I am and I love this baby, but more so I'm not passionate about sitting here and complaining about my pregnancy, because I'm a complainer, and that's pretty much all my pregnancy updates ever were or would be. So I'm not going to do that, and I'm really sorry for those of you who are looking forward to it. I really apologize. So I asked you guys on Twitter to hashtag KBabeQuestions to ask me my questions. Does that make sense? I feel like that sounds weird, but whatever. Also, I am like totally all over the place in these kind of videos, so if you hate this kind where people are just everywhere, I apologize. Exit out now. So first question is by Obal. It's Emily. She says, how is this pregnancy compared to Levi's pregnancy so far? And it's definitely a lot different. I would have to say completely different. Like I'm only 16 weeks in, so all my symptoms are pretty much the same as a lot of pregnancies. I feel like in the 1st trimester and like halfway through the 2nd, a lot of pregnancies are similar between like me and like somebody else, you know what I mean? Because it's like morning sickness and hungry or food aversions and all that. So in that sense, it's common, or it's alike. See, this is what I mean by it's all over the place. It's very alike in those ways, but I got very nauseous with Levi but never got sick. This baby, I have gotten sick a lot. Like I've actually like vomited a lot. So it's very different in that way. And also another thing is that I do have a lot of cravings, and I never even believed in that, which is what I'll get to in a second in the next question. But yeah, so that's kind of different for me, is like wanting specific foods, and that's really all I can think of at the top of my mind. But yeah, it is a lot different. Next question is by @KimmyMendez15. She says, do you crave more things than you did when you were pregnant with Buggy? So this is where I get to the cravings part. I actually oddly didn't believe in cravings. I don't know if that like, but I don't know if you can believe in cravings or not, but I just kind of thought pregnant women were like, oh yeah, I want this, husband, go get me this, boyfriend, go get me this. But I sincerely feel like I think of foods at random times. Like something I love at night is a protein shake with pickles and popcorn. I know that's weird and like obviously not mixed together. Like I do eat them separately, but I do enjoy having that. Like I feel like it tastes better than when I wasn't pregnant. So I'm sure everybody will have their arguments down below on what they believe, so go right ahead. Faye @_cake_AF_ says, that's an interesting Twitter name. Are you scared that you're going to have the same birthing problems with Minibug as you did with Buggy? That's a good question. So for those of you who don't know, I had placenta previa with Levi. I will link my birth story down below. I did have placenta previa. It was a pretty gnarly, for lack of better words, experience. It was really scary, but everything turned out okay. Levi is completely healthy. It didn't affect him in any way. However, I did have a preterm labor because of it, and a lot of things were different because of it. So I don't think I'm gonna have it at this point, because I've told my OB and he's checked multiple times during ultrasounds, and he says he hasn't seen a sign of it, and if it hasn't developed at this point, it most likely won't. At Lauren Drake OVO asks, have you ever thought about having the baby at home? Yes, actually, I would love to do that. Probably not with this baby, just because I did have placenta previa last time and I just really want to make sure what a labor is like without that and how it's supposed to go and everything like that. But definitely with my third and my fourth, I would really consider that, along with not finding out the gender at all. I think like things like that are amazing, and I think at home birth is like it'd be such an awesome experience. I know Jess Fam here on YouTube, she's done it, and I've watched the video like 10 times because it's just an amazing, amazing experience that I would love to go through one day. At Valerie_Discosta, I'm so sorry girl, I do not know how to pronounce your name, but I will link her channel down below, you guys. She's also a YouTuber. She asked, how long would you like to wait to have your next baby? And this is something that me and Oscar have talked about recently, which is weird because I'm like still pregnant. Why would we be planning that? But we are thinking about it because I mean, I don't know, we're just like that. We're like that. So I actually would like to wait for my third baby. We'll see when I get there, because I don't know, it's hard because I feel one way one month and then the next month I'm totally the opposite. At this point, we do want to give like a 2 to 4 year gap with our next baby, because I'd like to have my kids in pairs, so like 2 and 2. And the only way that I would want to have a third right away is if I was also willing to have a fourth right away, and I can't imagine that. I think adjusting to 2 kids is a lot harder than adjusting to 1, so I want to like really adjust and like buy our house and all that before I have 4. At BrookeLamb_ asks, what's your advice to teen girls who just found out they're pregnant? How do they cope and what should they do? So this is a really good question, and I feel like it's a really popular thing on our channel with people thinking that we are promoting teen pregnancy. And just a disclaimer really quick, we are never promoting teen pregnancy. We are here to show you that if it does happen, things can be okay and it's not as terrible as everybody makes it seem, but it is hard. And don't forget, what you see 16 minutes a day does not mean you're seeing everything, and especially a lot of personal stuff, which is a lot when it comes to having a baby. A lot of it is personal. But as far as what advice do I give if you just found out you're pregnant, it would be that it will be okay, whatever you choose. If you choose to adopt, if you choose to abort, if you choose to keep the baby, those things are all your personal choices based on your personal lifestyle, your life surroundings, like what's going on in your life will help you choose those things. But whatever you do choose, it will be okay. I think a lot of people are told if you keep the baby, your life is over, like all this stuff. And it is true that it's a lot harder to achieve things, like for sure it's a lot harder to achieve things, as it like me having Levi makes school a lot harder than if I wouldn't have had Levi. But it is 100% possible. You see moms every single day who work, go to school, and have a kid or 2 or 3. And Jess Fam, again, to use her as an example, she has 6 kids and is expecting her 7th. I think that, look at her, she goes to school, I mean, it's insane what that girl can achieve. I personally think that that is not shown, you know, something like that story should be shown. Or even though me and Oscar only have 1 kid, I am proud of what we've achieved. It may not have been a college degree, but we've achieved happiness. We've achieved, you know, we can put a roof over our son's head. So this is gonna turn into a huge rant. I feel like I can make a whole video out of this, but if you did just find out you're pregnant, this goes to all teen girls, you will be okay, but you have to believe in yourself and you have to make the best decision for you and your baby, not just what your family thinks or making the best decision for other people in your family. Like, you need to choose what's best for you and your family. And I mean that like intelligently. I know some people are gonna comment and say like, what do you mean think about you and your baby? It affects everybody when you have a baby, and that is true. But if you are adult enough to have a baby, then you are an adult enough to know what I'm saying. If you guys have any more questions like about symptoms or anything like that, then go ahead and comment them down below in the comment section. Also, don't forget to subscribe. And one last thing is I will be doing a like how I found out I was pregnant video. I think we posted on our main channel, so that's kind of obvious. So if I don't, then because I just feel like it's already on our main channel, and that's just kind of dragging it out. But if you guys would like to see me like word it out, I guess, and explain it word for word, then comment that down below. But that's pretty much it for this. Again, I really apologize for the background. For some of you, you may not even notice or care, but I really care because I've worked really, really hard on this channel relaunch, and every single video I want to put my best effort into, and so that's why it really bothers me that this is like not my best effort. This is my living room. But Levi just woke up, so don't forget to subscribe. I'll say it again, subscribe, and don't forget to comment down below any more questions that you have, and I will try my best to answer it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. I feel like a child.
No, wait. Okay, I gotta show them the pumpkin too, now that we talked about. Fresh ground nut bake.
Aster, stop reading the bottom.
Graham
Nobody
cracker
does
crust.
that. Nobody cares. Here, put the lid on it.
Yeah, I'm trying to give them a full like essence. Like if you're gonna buy this, you gotta know.
You think for a long time.